Hey guys, this is Cruise Roy. Today, it's a little brisk day. Hope you can see me with my glasses. Brought a few things to try today on my day off. It's a bit windy. It's cool for this time of year. Not sure the temperature, I didn't look it up, but what I want to try is, I know you guys saw a review on my first case, but this is a Case Club cases with custom foam. I ended up getting this for the Mavic because it had more room for more batteries. It had a place to put the tablet up in the case, had a place to put the tablet holder, and a whole mess of other stuff here. So I ended up getting this instead of the other one. Also, what I got, this will be the first time using this, so I got to be careful. I lost a drone once using FPV because I didn't pay attention to the screen and the battery level, so I ended up losing the drone. This is supposedly a vuzix. I don't like the idea that it has headphones on it. It's used for gamers. I'd rather hear the drone, so I don't know how much of the drone I will hear with these, but it's going to give me HDMI vision through the Shield, the Android Shield, and through the Mavic, or even through what else I have here is the Phantom 4. Alright, so I'm just going to fly around a little bit today. I think I only have a few batteries for the Phantom. Those two are in storage, and these two started to go into storage, so I haven't, but I want to bring all the batteries into storage mode, but I want to try the Mavic here. The only thing I don't like about this case is how deep it falls, and you got to really push to get in there. But we are going to try the Mavic. I think these batteries are all full. I'm going to set up the tablet holder and the tablet, which is a Shield. I downgraded it so I wouldn't have the crash issues, so we're going to see how that happens today. Hoping I have no crashing issues with this. Otherwise I'll be going back to Apple products. Sometimes if you push the power button the wrong way, there we go. I had an anti-glare on there, but it was too dull, and this has a real bright screen, so it's too shiny. So the catch-22. Let me get the controller out. Antennas first. Open up the legs. Alright. I have this cord in here. It's nice having a big tablet, but sometimes finding the proper tablet holder is a pain. So just be careful with all your tablet holders because different ones fail. This is a 3D printed out of some kind of rubber. It seemed to be okay so far, but I haven't been using the Mavic or any drones lately because of the cold or rain. We've been constantly getting rain, so I haven't been out much. So a good idea to try this vuzix or not? Probably not. But we're gonna try it. All right. See if she'll rotate into the direction I need it. Probably not. This tablet holder has a really strong elastic on it. Oh, give me a moment. See, they use a rubber band for this tablet. Network error. I don't want this on a network anyways. And let me put the cable. It looks to me I might have to use a different cable. Because I have this ginormous cable. Okay, so I might have to use another cable because there's no way. Can I get both of these in at the same time? No. So, disconnect. We'll get out the regular cable for the nvidea sheild. This little guy's got more cables than cables. The headaches of droning. Too many cables. Mavic over here. I just want to loop this a couple of times. Okay. Gonna make sure this is locked up here where it's supposed to be. Legs are locked in. And yes, I have a mess of cables here. I probably should untangle this one. I'll edit this video so you don't have to see me untangling a secondary cable that I thought would be a good idea, but it technically is not because of the angle. Not good to have a right angle when I got the HDMI hooked up. I figured this would be a nice cable because it's a nice braided one for abuse. It's got both right angles, but it doesn't seem to be working with me here. Everybody shows you these videos that, you know, you just throw the drone on the ground and get flying. Sometimes it's not that simple. Not that simple. Alright, so I have this clump of cable here. I will try to eliminate right now by sliding through here. It's hard to get the proper cable lengthwise and all that. I don't want it hung up on my cord here. On my joysticks. Get tangled up in that. That would not be good. Alright, so for some reason this thing is trying to find the internet. Alright, so I'm going to take my video glasses off because I cannot have these on at the same time, the vuzix. I'm going to switch them on. Okay. Let's see, console mode or mirror mode. Go mirror mode. Alright, so I'm going to take these off. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything I got a mat out there. I'm going to put the controller on, and let's try this out. I'll set the glasses out in the field. Put the vuzix on. Like I said, the only thing I don't like is having these headphones on. I'm going to open up the Mavic. Put the glasses there for a minute. Okay. They tell you not to worry about the props, but the Mavic won't shake all over the place if they're unfolded. So just take the time to unfold them. Gives you a good inspection to make sure it's okay. Okay, put that here. I don't know if you'll catch everything on the glasses, but we also have, let me take the Mavic camera lens off here. And the gimbal guard. Alright, so I gotta turn some things on here. Music I can put down. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like wearing the vuzix. You also got the screen running, but as you can see it's very hot glare. But I'm going to try to fly with the vuzix. I'm going to shut this video camera off, and we're just going to utilize the camera on the Mavic. Alright, let's see how it goes. There's the Mavic, but let me shut this camera off. Okay guys, this is Cruiser again with the vuzix, the Android Shield, and the Mavic controller, and the Mavic has landed. It did really well. I didn't get a crash this time, downgrading the Shield. It worked pretty well. I was getting high wind warnings up there, so it looks okay down here, but way up there there's some serious high winds, and the Mavic does take it well. But let's let her cool down a little bit. Let the battery cool down. But it did well. It's pretty cool looking through these, but like I says, you have headphones on, so you really can't hear your surroundings. So the vuzix work really well, but probably for someone, you know, that you're flying with, you can let them hold it and watch your screen, but you get a mirror image. You're getting to use both images. Alright, now this is a brand new battery, and I'm going to try it out, but I'm going to stay close, and I'm going to use the vuzix while I stay close here. Because being a brand new battery, I have no idea. Always be careful with your new batteries, just don't go on long flights. It's not a good idea. Not that's a good idea anytime, but alright, the Mavic's fired up. It says aircraft disconnected. So I think what you have to do is I have to shut off. Oh, wait a minute. It connected. Just takes a little bit for the Mavic to warm up, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to shut these main cameras off and my glasses, and we're going to try this again. I'm just going to stay local. Make sure it doesn't, the battery just drop out of the sky. But even though it looks calm, I was getting very high warnings up there. Alright, this is Cruise Roy, and I'll be back. But right now I'm just going to do some flying. If you listen close, you can hear the wind. This is Cruise Roy, and I'm out of here. Cruise Roy back again. Second battery, second flight with the Mavic. Went very well. It was a brand new battery, so I was watching it with the vuzix. Still don't like the headphone idea. I can hear the Mavic when it's coming up close, but I kind of like hearing the motors, and I wish someday that DJI would put a microphone with their video just to hear the motors, because sometimes you can tell when you're flying a lot and you've had a lot of different drones, you can tell by the hums of the motors that something's wrong with the motors. And to get it back in, besides any programming, there isn't programming in the world that's going to tell you that these motors are bad. You might get an ESC failure, but by the time you get that, this thing's already on the ground. But that's two batteries. I'm going to let it cool down, and let's pull out the Phantom 4. I don't need a filter today, but I do want to see. Haven't flown in a while. Let me get the props out. Should have made myself some room here. Slide this one over. Phantom 4. I have some batteries that have 75% in them. Lock and load. Don't slam your batteries, just make sure they're locked in. Put some props on. It is very windy though, but let's see how this one does. The Mavic did very well for a small drone to hold this air. I kept getting wind warnings, so for a small drone like that to take care of that problem, that was pretty good. Okay, Phantom 4 radio. Check if the battery didn't go into storage. It's starting to. What happens is I had it all charged, ready to go, and kept getting a lot of rain. I do have these. I don't know how well they work, but I have another Phantom 4 with the I'll do a review on it, but the high output antenna. So on this one I'll be using the iPad mini. All the little objects that you need for drones. This one I have a hood. There's no hood for the sheild. Well, there is, but it's very expensive and bulky. where DJI has come up with a few hoods of their own that are really inexpensive and they work well. Open up the trap door. But I did have one crash with the Sheild this morning on the second battery, but it went quick. It kind of rebooted and came right back on. So I'm not sure of the issue just yet. But with the downgrade, I was getting like tons and tons of crashes. It would just constantly crash, you know, all the time. So okay, so I'm an idiot. I forgot where the on button is. Don't admit to your stupidity. Show me the apple. There you go. Alright, so the hood. I could also use the Sheild for this. Sport mode. Camera. This controller's a lot heavier. Use my lanyard. Actually getting pretty cold out here. Alright. Turn on the controller. See, a lot of these things go into charge mode when they're hooked up to your radio. Alright, so SD card is in, camera's okay. Just want to check the lens, make sure it's tight. Alright, let's try the Phantom 4. Maybe I'll fly both at the same time. iPad is not backed up. Okay, not a problem. I don't want it to be backed up. Okay. I can leave my camera on for this because I don't have the Vizios on, the Vizios. Okay, we have overall status. The IMU is warming up. Check everything else. Everything else seems to be on.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Aircraft is still warming up. Feel like I'm flying in up air here. I don't have much battery on these. Whoosh! Phantom 4's got a little wind to detail with. What I'll try later, I guess, is try the Mavic flying around a Phantom 4 and the Phantom 4 flying around a Mavic. Alright? So, this is Cruise Roy. I'll let you know how everything went. I'm going to shut this camera off so I can pay attention to the drone because of the wind. And I'll let you know how everything goes. It's Cruise Roy and I'm out of here. Okay guys, this is Cruise Roy. I'm going to try something with both the Mavic and the Phantom 4. I will take off with the Phantom 4 and then I release the Mavic to try to fly around in circles and film the Phantom 4 while it's flying, or film the Mavic while it's flying from the Phantom 4, vice versa. Okay, the controller's still on. Let's link the Phantom 4. Probably a little dangerous because it's windy out, but we'll give it a try. Thing with drones, everything's fixable. Aircraft warming up. I can do with the Mavic. I can put the Mavic right here. A little smaller footprint. I got to turn on the shield. Never do that. By mistake, I didn't turn on the radio first. The Mavic could take off thinking it lost signal, but I think in some of the DJI firmwares they've figured out that problem. But let me wait for the nvidea to start up. I will try the Phantom 4 by itself. The battery's low. Give it a few seconds. Let them both get linked up. I gotta wait for the nvidea shield. Hi everyone! And this one's charging again. I wish they'd fix that firmware. When you plug this in, it starts to charge that. Mavic Pro. This radio quality thing, I don't understand up here. She's doing well, but it's got a, I guess you can change the frequencies on your radio channel. So, alright. So the Mavic Pro is already ready to go. But let me put the Phantom 4 up in the air.
The home point has been emptied. Take off.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I want to set both of these to record. Okay. Get more to the middle of the yard. Okay. GPS is working well. I got 19 satellites. Battery's at 45%. And there's the reading for the battery. Okay. When you got a low battery, it takes a little bit for it to pick up. Alright, so next, let's hit record on the Mavic Pro. Phantom looks okay up there. I gotta figure out the video cache. GPS is ready. Down a little lower. Can tell by eye here. Let me focus in on the Phantom. The Phantom's getting kicked around from the air. As you notice, the controller's right there. Can I do an orbit? Let me focus in on it. I'm going to put the Phantom controller down here where I can see it a little better. See if I can go sideways and do an orbit. keeping my eyes on both to make sure they're not moving anywhere. Okay, I gotta watch the batteries. The Mavic battery is fine. We gotta keep an eye on the Phantom's battery. So what I want to do is go above it. Before I lose the battery on the Phantom. Get an overview shot. Just to see what it looks like in flight. And again, the other controls right here. Battery's getting low though. Alright, so I'm going to back up. Shift over. Let's drop it down. Okay, GPS is locked on this little guy. I need something to hold this up though, which kind of stinks. So I can see what's going on. Okay. Want to aim the camera normally straight, which is right there. Put it in focus. Okay. Phantom time. Where are you, little guy? There you are. Adjust the exposure. Of course, low battery alarm now, but let's see if I can do an orbit. Where are you, Mavic? The wind's getting heavier. Woohoo! Okay, well, I got a low battery warning. So I don't know if I can get a quickie here going up. And let's find the Mavic. Get an overshot. I got a few seconds left. Is this gonna end well? Okay, that's what the Mavic looks like flying. Let's get out of here. Don't want it to go into home mode. I should have charged some 4 batteries. Mavic's still there. Mavic's still fine. Okay, the Mavic's flying by itself, but I need to come shut off the Phantom. Be okay up there. Phantom stand. I mean, sorry, Mavic. Alright. Put this down. And bring this one back over here. Phantom 4 is okay. So I gotta say, that was kind of interesting. How you doing, Mavic? You telling me you're too close, huh? Four feet. She's quivering because she won't come any closer. You want to back away? Turn ya. Nice and steady. Look at the wind. I haven't been playing in sport mode. This guy's awfully small, not like the Phantom, plus it's black. I wonder if they'll ever come out with a white version. In the clouds, it's hard to see. You can see the Mavic in the clouds. But the Phantoms are all white, so easier to pick up. Let's go up where it's really windy. Now, can you hear the motors and understand what I'm talking about if you had audio? You can hear the motors skipping in and out. What's that mean? Does it mean something's bad? No, it means it's very seriously windy up there. And this guy's just hanging in there okay. So that's pretty cool. Look at the wind on the treetops. Around here, I'd like to go up about 135 to about 150 feet. Now they tell you to keep, point of view of your drone, but how are you supposed to do that when you live in an area like this surrounded by trees? So it's pretty cool to go beyond that point. That's what this is all about. You're not sitting out here spying on people, what people think. You're just kind of getting a visual effect, and people don't understand you really can't see them. I mean, you look at the screen, I can't see people at all. I mean, if I had a 50 zoom camera, I would understand, and then I would worry about having a problem. But it's just cool to see stuff that you don't see normally, anywhere else, like these little bodies of water. You could possibly pick up some deer. Many things you could see, But I'm going about 16 miles an hour right now. But it's pretty interesting to explore where you couldn't explore. If I went walking out there, I'd get like 1.5 million ticks and who else, whatever, But always watch your height every now and then. See, I'm getting a large wind velocity, fly with caution. So you have this swampy area cruising around. I'm at a good height at 152. I don't have to worry about trees. Just want to tip down on that. But it is very windy, and when you get into a very windy situation, you have to watch your battery, because you do have to get home. Weak signal, avoid being blocked, or adjust antenna. So I'm only 1,700 feet away, but I'll start coming back. And what it is, you see the antennas, you have electrical antennas right there. I think that's where you're getting an interruption from. The Mavic's got a little bit more software than the Phantom 4 has. I don't see half of these little things like wind. I don't see the wind. Signal loss, you know, you look at your screen, your signal's okay. The HD is low, so I'd lose video first, but the controller signal's okay. And we are recording. And I like the smaller map. I'll blow it up real quick. I don't have my GPS on this tablet, but it tells you where your home point is. Even if you don't have a map here, it's going to get you home. But it's nice to download some maps and keep them where you're flying, but day to day, I don't know where I'm going to be flying.
SD card is full.
Alright, so had to stop recording, folks, but let's head back home. Got a lot of wind going on. Follow the green line. I see the H, so I should hear it. I'm full throttle, going about 11, 12 miles an hour, 13, 15 miles an hour. Where are you? "400 feet away." I hear it. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's the only thing nice about the Mavic on the black color is in the white clouds. But see how it's fighting the wind. I got this full throttle, if you can see this. Full throttle, showing 7 miles an hour this way. So I'm fighting some serious wind up there. This is full throttle, 5.8 miles an hour. So let me turn it. Turn the Mavic. I'm going to come this way. See how many miles an hour I can go this way. Look at the difference. Alright, 20.5 miles an hour. I'm not in sport mode, but the wind's carrying me. 20 miles an hour. So let me slow down again. But that's what people talk about with your battery. Now I'm coming back the other way, full throttle. And I'm actually going 10 miles an hour right now, so the wind slowed down. But see the difference? So if you're trying to get home on a low battery, I'm hoping you can see this from my glasses, but she's struggling. She's keeping a 10 mile an hour. So we'll turn. Full throttle it. 20 miles an hour. I'm going with the wind. So I could leave here, just have trouble getting back. Pretty strong little drone, that's for sure.
Low battery warning.
I got plenty of battery, I'm just low at my percentage. Camera's not going to be able to see me, but I got to watch it because my home point is right there. Do a little bit of fooling around and whoa! Test the old house crash. It did stop, but it's also in low battery mode. I have plenty of battery. It's supposed to give me enough to get back home. But doesn't mean you can't keep flying. Oops, gonna hit the return home. Return to home thing keeps moving as I get closer to it. What happens if I hit return to home when it's actually right near it? It's probably gonna go straight up in the air. Because I have it set for that. Bring it back up into a house, it's not going to stop as quick. Forward, brake. Backwards, brake. It seems to drift more backwards, so
Level is low. The aircraft will reach the home point in 10 seconds.
oh. 9, 8, 7, 6. There we go.